check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. And one of my subs alerted me when we was live today that Floyd Mayweather put a post up about Manny Pacquiao. And we going to talk about it. And he basically said he ain't coming out of retirement to fight Pacquiao. Even though I think last year over there in China or Japan, he promised Pacquiao a rematch. And I think that's the reason why Al Heyman is working Pacquiao's working with Al Heyman just for the Floyd rematch. But most PBC fans want to see Pacquiao fight Errol Spence and not Floyd Mayweather. And I think that'll be better for boxing. Or if he just, retired and dropped the belt and say, you know what, drop the mic. I made $40 million fighting Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman. But we'll see what happens. I would definitely go out on top like that versus Keith Thurman. But appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Definitely won't miss another video. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. But hey, let's get into what Floyd said, right? Floyd says, I find it real ironic how every time Pacquiao's name is brought up in the media, my name is always attached to it. This man's entire legacy and career has been built off its association with my name, and it's about time you all stop using my brand for clout chasing and clickbait and let that man's name hold weight of its own. For years, all you heard was that Floyd is afraid of Manny Pacquiao. But what's funny is when we finally fought, I won so easily that everyone had to eat their words. Okay, all of the so-called boxing experts, critics, and jealous American fan base either went mute and ran for cover or made every excuse in the world as to why I should give Manny Pacquiao a rematch. My take on all the BS is that y'all are just upset that I broke Rocky Marciano's record and hate the fact that a black high school dropout outsmarted you all and beat all odds in retiring undefeated while maintaining all his faculties simply by making smart choices and even smarter investments. Ultimately, I always have the last laugh. All right. And, pretty much it's hard. It's hard not to associate Manny Pacquiao with Floyd Mayweather when everybody know Manny Pacquiao working with Al Heyman and fighting Broner and fighting the tough Keith Thurman to get a Floyd rematch. It's tough when you got people behind the scenes telling everybody that Floyd and Pacquiao 2 coming. It's tough when we go back in not too far future. You telling Pacquiao you promise you'll rematch him over there in Japan and China, or was you outsmarting us, or you just lying to be convenient, or you just lying to get Pacquiao to work with Al Heyman? You predicted you said this years ago that Pacquiao should fight on your promotional banner. And I think that in itself, when people look at it, is almost as intriguing or maybe more interesting than Floyd Mayweather beating Pacquiao. By now, Pacquiao is fighting on the Mayweather card in the PBC Al Heyman card, which Mayweather claims to also be the boss of. To me, that's something I would gloat about. But then again, they do expect Manny Pacquiao to roll back out there sometime next year and keep making money. And what people do forget, and somebody brought up this, I can't remember where I seen it at. It was somewhere on Twitter, I believe, and I wish I can give you credit for it, that Pacquiao asked for $20 million to fight Terrence Crawford, Bob Arum, and them couldn't provide those funds for him. And he came and made $20 million fighting Adrian Broner. He came and made $20 million fighting Keith Thurman. So he made $40 million in a year fighting 2 credible opponents, at least in the American name circuit, not necessarily the toughest fights, like a Bud Crawford fight or Errol Spence fight. He made $40 million this year. Probably reconciled his IRS debt. Who really winning? Pacquiao really won. Is he fighting under Mayweather promotion banner? Yeah. He also promoting his, putting his fighters on too. But what people got to notice is this, is that Al Heyman is just the most powerful man in boxing. He helped Manny Pacquiao with his IRS debt when Bob Arum couldn't. He gave Manny Pacquiao the $20 million guaranteed in a pay-per-view bout when Bob Arum couldn't get the $20 million he wanted for Terrence Crawford. Really, he should have asked for $40 million fighting Terrence Crawford. Just knowing how tough that fight is for him. So in actuality, this proves, deeper than what Mayweather said, this proved, and I was going to do a video like this regardless, but this proved to me that Al Haymon is the most powerful man in boxing. By far. It ain't remotely even close. You know, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, man. So, you know, like I said before, Al, you know, is an amazing guy. And he powerful, man. He doing things that Bob Arum can't do. But you know what it boiled down to? Bob Arum is a frugal old man. He almost, 100 years old, 90 years old, and he's still penny pinching. You know, Al Haymon just, you know, he just don't, you know, throwing money away and he's just a better businessman, you know. Don't forget, Bob Arum, he ain't in boxing by trade. He's a lawyer that took over finessed Muhammad Ali out of his promotional company. Shout out to Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, for putting me up on game on that. And that's what it is. Al Haymon is from, Bob is from Harvard Law, and Al Haymon is from Harvard Business. You know, but like I said before, but Mayweather, he can say all this shit and then still turn around and fight Pacquiao. So I take it for a grain of salt. It is what it is. He want to keep his name in rotation. If you didn't want to be affiliated with Manny Pacquiao, stop showing up to his fights. You don't show up to none of your other small fighters fight. Maybe you show up to a Tank fight. Maybe you walk in with Badou Jack or something like that. But really, you really don't care about these fighters. If you don't want to be associated or affiliated, or you want to let Pacquiao just get his own, let his name pull his own weight in your mind for once, which I don't entirely agree with it, but I do agree with it to a certain extent. If you want Pacquiao's name to carry his own weight, don't show up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? You showed up to the Earl and Mikey fight knowing Pacquiao's going to show up to be there. Don't show up. Don't be there to catch a headline. You don't care about boxing. You don't care about the fighters you promote. No way. Out of sight, out of mind. Go somewhere with your $20,000 girls, your 20,000 girls, and buying them Gucci. Go somewhere else. Get out of sight, out of mind. You don't need to be at the Pacquiao fight. Just to, don't show up. Don't show up to none of the fights that Pacquiao gonna be there. Just, fade to the black, be rogue. That's how I look at it. So nobody can even make the comparison. But when you on camera telling Pacquiao you promised him a rematch, now he could have just finessed Pacquiao to get him over and see the bigger picture with Al. But like I said before, Mayweather always gonna make a situation about him. As much as he said, oh, Pacquiao using my name and Pacquiao doing this, he gonna make a situation about Floyd. And Pacquiao and his team, he giving it credence to. Floyd want to make everything, it's about Floyd. It's about Floyd. But like I said, man, he said he ain't basically fighting him. He did it once. He did it easily. And I wish people stop asking for it. And I like his stance. If he a man of his word and he don't, fight Pacquiao in a rematch, then cool. I'm cool with it. Because if he can financially retire comfortably and Pacquiao still got to fight for $1, who really won? Who really was on the winning team the whole time? But when you got Khabib manager saying you begging him for a fight, which could be false, and I believe it to be false. You fought Conor McGregor, you fought the tension guy. Then people still see you active and you still want to fight to get that money. But he ain't fought in a while. And if he don't want to come back, either Pacquiao could fight Danny, he could fight Amir Khan, he could fight Errol. Or you can just, do a tour of Europe, do a tour of China, do a tour of Japan every now and again, in Australia, and get his bread up that way. I think Pacquiao exceeded our expectations by, even fighting Keith Thurman. No matter if Keith Thurman took 22 months off, looked bad versus Lopez, he exceeded a lot of people's expectations. I think, without the whole little orange juice situation, I think a lot of people putting the respect on his name. By him just being old. But when you got to get that money, when you got to secure your family legacy and you got to get that retirement money, sometimes you got to go back, and walk through fire that you already walked through to get the seniority you got in the sport of boxing. You got to do it again and financially rake up the money. But, Floyd going to make something about himself. He real self-centered. And at the end of the day, Pacquiao letting him stay relevant. When Pacquiao's about to fight, he flashing the biggest Birkin bag, whatever it was. The big $108 million on the table. He get to talking about himself and boasting about himself when Pacquiao about to fight. He was getting jealous because they weren't talking about Floyd. I'm telling you, he itching for his name to stay relevant. It wouldn't surprise me if he did come back and fight Pacquiao. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Check out my website, promo code description. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email as well. All those links in the description. Want to make a donation? A link there as well too. Best donation you can make is share the videos one time for the one time.